ready to see some eyeshadow pans? I certainly am, and you've come to the right video because this is my Bella Pierre All Stars palette. It is my Pan That palette in order. So I originally got this idea for this project pan by Taylor Bell. She did a series, I don't know if she still does it, where she picks an eyeshadow palette and hits pan in one shade at a time. And I loved the idea of this project because I am overrun with eyeshadows. I am overrun! I do so many eyeshadow project pans, but I wanted to do another. I had the urge, I had the itch, and so I decided this would be a perfect palette and a perfect project to do because it is only one shade at a time. I only have to worry myself with hitting one eyeshadow pan at a time, and I thought that is perfect. So I love this palette and we have been working on this for a very long time now. It is definitely a long haul project pan, but I hope you're still enjoying it. I am still enjoying it. But just before we jump into the video and I share the progress with you today, if you have not already, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel, so you'll never ever get bored. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup as well as project panning and get ready with me's. I try and be as open and honest as possible on my channel, and yeah, that's what I do. So if that sounds like a good time, stick around. I would love to keep on seeing your name pop up. It is amazing to have my little regulars. Big shout out to you guys. Okay, so let's jump in with the progress pictures for this palette. Now, this month has been a classic case of Caitlin being over, what's the word? Thinking I can do the world and the most, and then being pushed back down to reality. So this is what the palette was looking like last month. You could see we had started on the second row. We did have one shade on the top row that hasn't got pan, and that is because we had a discussion about it. It is very, very similar to a shade in my Modern Renaissance. So you guys told me to skip over that. So I did. I kept going and I started on the second row. We were still working on a lot of these neutral shades and I am getting a little bit burnt out with them. This is what we look like today. So you can see we have a new pan, which is amazing. However, last month I did say I wanted to hit pan on the brown matte and the brown shimmer. And yeah, you can see we are a very long way from hitting pan in this brown shimmer, unfortunately. I thought I could do the most, and I'm human. I'm a human being. I can't. I think a big problem with this palette is I'm getting very burnt out with neutrals. This is a colourful palette. You can see we have colour, we have fun shades, but for the past, 9 months now, I've just been working on these neutrals, and I have one more neutral shade to pan. And then I can get on to these really fun, colourful shades. But you can tell from my eye look today, I'm not a neutral girly. I'm just not a neutral girly. So having to hit pan on all of these neutral shades is really, really difficult for me, especially when I have a Pan That palette that has neutral shades in it as well. It just gets a lot and it gets very overwhelming, and I can only do so many work looks in a week. I'm in the office 2 days a week, so I just can't pan all these neutrals. On my days off, I love playing with colour. I want to play with colour. And so this palette has definitely been, it's not been neglected because I have hit a new pan, which is amazing, but it's been kind of pushed to the back, and I'm not got that drive to work on it, you know, because I'm just panning neutrals all the time. But we've got one more shade to pan, and then we're on to these super bright, colourful shades. This row is going to be my absolute favourite. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So let's talk about the pan. I'm jumping the ship a little bit. Is that the word? Jumping the gun? I'm getting ahead of myself. So I actually had to use this 7 more times this month for a total of 18 uses in the project, which is a lot of use. However, I did end up using this shade as a bronzer, and that is why it is so shallow in this pan. It probably wouldn't take long for me to completely finish this because it is scooping, let me tell you that. I didn't use it as an eyeshadow because, like I said, I like bright, fun, colourful makeup, and when I was going to the office, I was really pushing, and I still am pushing, to use my Modern Renaissance. That is my Pan That palette from 2023, so I really want to get that done. I really want to finish that. So I don't know, I just couldn't really incorporate this shade in with my Modern Renaissance. So I just thought, you know what, I'll use it as a bronzer. I am not working on that many bronzers, so I'm just going to do that. And that's what I did for 18 uses, and I hit pan. So I hit pan in this, and then again, the superhero ideal version of me was like, yeah, I'll hit pan on that, and then straight away I'll start working on this. However, I didn't. As soon as I hit this pan, I put this palette to the side. And again, these work looks that I'm doing, they're with the Modern Renaissance. And this shade, it could go with the Modern Renaissance, but the work look that I'm doing right now, it doesn't fit. I'm not the biggest fan of dark shimmers. If I'm gonna have a shimmer, it's gonna be light, it's gonna be bright, it's gonna be beautiful and airy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's been definitely hard to get use out of this. I did use this 3 times, but not this month, the month before that. So it still has 3 uses on it. I have not used it at all, which is not good. It's not good, but I've learnt from my mistakes, okay? I've learnt. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to pan so many shades this month, because I say that every single month, and I'm sure you guys are sat there going, yeah, sure, So I'm just going to focus on this shade this month. It's one shade, I can do it. It's a pretty easy shade. I could use it as an outer corner. I could use it all over the lid. I'm just going to try my best to incorporate it with as many shadows as possible. If I swatch it, it is quite a warm tone shimmer, so it could possibly go very, very well with Realgar, which is in my Modern Renaissance. It's a very coppery, warm tone shade, so I don't think it would look amiss with Realgar. However, Realgar just isn't the shade I've been working on, but maybe I need to change that. Maybe I need to change the shade that I'm working on and pair this with Realgar for a few days to hit pan on it. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know. I don't want this project to become boring to people, and I feel, I've spoken about this on my channel so many times before, I do feel bad for not having the most amazing progress in the world, but I'm learning. I'm a human being. I've given you 1 pan. Okay, what more do you want? As long as I hit 1 pan, I'm a happy girl, and I have, you can see it right there. And I'm going to stop trying to beat myself up and trying to do the absolute most all of the time, because that is not healthy. That is not ideal. And if you do the same, stop it. I can give advice very well, but I can't take advice. You may have noticed. So yeah, this is this palette. We're still trudging along. As I said, this is going to be such a long haul project. I'm not going to be done with this in even a year. It's going to be a long time before I have pan on every single shade in this palette. But you know what? That's fine. I'm doing so many other eyeshadow projects. It is ridiculous. Also, oh my god, I nearly forgot to say, I spent about 3 hours the other day putting all of my project pans into playlists. So if you want to binge watch this project as well as any other project pan, I do have playlists on my channel now, so you can go and see them. I always forget to say that, so definitely go and check that out. Alright, this is the end of this update today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Do you think I'm going to have pan in this shade next month? Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know how I can wear this look as well. How would you wear this eyeshadow? Let me know, because maybe I haven't thought about that. Like and subscribe if you liked this video. And with that being said, I'm going to go, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye!